I have come across a few articles since the Dobbs ruling overturned Roe v. Wade that expressed some surprise that Pope Francis is against abortion. My only question for those who are surprised by this is, what rock have you been hiding under for the last 1,500 years? The church has been opposed to almost all abortion since the time of St. Augustine, all the way back in the 5th century. It's as well known as Catholic guilt. Us Catholics will feel guilty about things we haven't even done yet but are looking forward to doing. The main exception has been, and still is, that abortion is only permissible when it is an indirect abortion. That is, when the mother's life is at great risk, such as with an ectopic pregnancy, where the intended effect is to save the mother's life, but unfortunately ends the pregnancy. The church has been opposed to contraception for just about as long as it has been against abortions. Why are some people surprised by any of this? It's because Pope Francis made, for the head of a Catholic church, the progressive statement when asked about the LGBT community that, quote, God is a father who does not disown any of his children, end quote, and, quote, if a person is gay and seeks God and has goodwill, who am I to judge? These comments in their simplest form are a restatement of the doctrine of hate the sin, but love the sinner. Many want to make more of what the Pope said than was there. Their mistake comes from our jaded minds having listened to politicians and their obtuse doublespeak for so long. Some of us have come to believe that anyone in a position of power always speaks with double meanings in everything they say. The Pope is the head of Vatican City. He is the head of state. It is easy for someone to be confused with someone being a head of state with them being a politician. The Pope, for all intent and purposes, is an overt agent of influence. He makes his statements after considered thought and says them in such a way as to try and get people to change their minds, or at least consider another point of view. His main job is saving souls, not politicking. He is going to tell the faithful, and some who are less than totally faithful, what the church sees as right and wrong, and try to get them to see and come to the light. Well, that's all for today. It would be great if you could like and subscribe. Feel free to have a go at me in the comment section, and if you really like what I'm doing here, feel free to visit my Patreon so that I can bring you even higher quality material. So long, stay safe, drink one for me.